my age.
Good morning, Melanie.
Good morning. Is that Miss Tiggs?
Yes, it's Miss here. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good.
Good morning, Melanie.
Hey, Miss Smith.
How's the baby doing?
Oh, you know what? I'll have to see if we have time today. I will share a video of him with y'all. We'll see if we have time.
Okay.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Okay, you know I asked about the baby first, okay?
Oh, I'm used to it.
Miss Freeman,
Uh-huh.
how are you?
I'm doing okay.
All right.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody.
How's
Good
everybody
morning.
doing?
Morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing with this heat and this pandemic?
Staying at home.
Staying at home.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Flores. It's so good to see y'all's faces. I wish we could be together in person.
We will.
We can't see them, but I don't have one of them new phones. I'm gonna get me one of these days when I get enough money where I can see on them.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm a Knighton.
Hi, Miss Knighton.
Hi, how y'all doing? I miss you guys.
We miss you too. We're doing pretty good.
Good.
How you doing, Constance?
Kelly,
Yeah,
you doing all right?
I think so. I don't normally ask myself that question. I might find out I'm not doing as good as I thought.
Oh, come on now.
Your granddaughter's in Columbia yet?
In Colorado, you mean?
Columbia, you know, the college in New York.
Not yet. I know you blink your eye, they're grown up, right?
I know they don't stay little long.
I was gonna say, don't rush it that quick.
I know it.
Don't blink.
I know, right?
Melanie,
Yes.
you got me?
Yes, Miss Gregor, we've got you. Miss Donaldson, I've got you as well. Good morning.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning.
It's Miss Kelly, you got me?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Kelly, Miss Rita Kelly, Miss.
Miss Sassa, you got me?
We got you, Miss Sassy. Look at you. Did you change your name, Miss Sassy?
Well, I'm on the computer. I'm trying to use the computer still the fire tablet.
Oh, okay. Now somebody's on a Galaxy A1. Who is that?
No, it's not me. I'm on the.
Oh, that's Miss Tiggs. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
I'm doing good with this, I think.
Well, you
You
got
are
Miss,
doing good.
Okay.
this is Miss Branch. You got
I
me?
got you. Yes, ma'am, Miss Branch. Got you too.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Lydia.
Turn the sound on, Siri.
You still on mute,
Increase the volume.
Lydia Flores.
Did you hear me?
Hey, Lydia.
How you doing?
Yes, there he is.
We're gonna give folks a couple more minutes before we get started, okay, y'all?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Maxine.
Good morning, Nee. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Good. They put out a notice over here that we have to wear
You have to do what?
a mask. I wear my mask anyway, but they put out a notice yesterday that everybody coming and going they have to have on a mask.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, this Delta virus or whatever it's called is a mess.
Milo,
Yeah, it is.
when did you see Milo? He's saying hi.
Where? I lost you there. Where'd you go?
You see my baby?
No, wait a minute. I got to get you back. Where'd you go?
I don't know. I see me.
You see you? I don't see you. I lost. Oh, okay. Now I see you.
Okay.
Hard copies or e-copies?
Hard is fine because I'll scan them.
Let me go make a copy.
Hi, Miss Jones.
Which one of us?
Dorothy Jones.
Hi,
This
Miss
Miss-
Branch.
Hey.
Hey, I'll call you later.
Okay. All right.
Not that.
All right, everybody. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. And those who, jump on a little later, we'll welcome them in when they get here. Good morning, officially, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Good morning, Melanie.
Yes.
Oh, this is Patricia Conley. I just got in.
Good morning, Miss Cornell.
Good morning.
And Mr. Jones and Miss Mary Williams got you all as well.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
That's it. Good morning.
Good morning. All right. Well,
A lot of background noise on the computer.
so welcome to today's in-service, our first one for August. Can y'all believe we're already in August?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is so wild to me that we are already in August. I'm like, oh, this year is flying by.
It is.
Mhm.
It is.
So we're gonna start off this morning with a familiar face, Miss Chiffon Kenny. You all know Chiffon.
Yes.
Yes.
Chiffon is with Parkland. She's a geriatric nurse case manager with she's been with Parkland over 18 years, a nurse for almost 30 years, and she specializes in geriatrics. Before Parkland, she was an apheresis nurse. Is that how you pronounce that, Chiffon?
Yes, apheresis.
Apheresis.
Yeah,
What is apheresis?
That's what it's where we would hook up a machine, like when you donate blood.
Oh, okay.
And it would pull the plasma out and replace it with new plasma all at the same time. And like in sickle cell disease, we would do it with, we would give the person new red cells and pull out the broken red cells.
Oh my.
That kind of stuff. So yeah. I did that for a number of years, yeah. It was interesting. Different from dialysis, different from that.
Chiffon has also been a home health nurse for years. She climbs stairs for exercise and is the captain of her team called the Tower of Power for stair climbing. Nice. Chiffon's also a personal trainer and kettlebell instructor for over 8 years. That is until COVID hit. And she's the author of a book about her mother, The Fixture Fixation, that related to tough caregiving. She's also a cancer survivor and 8 years out. Yay! And listen, y'all, I've got to catch up. Chiffon has traveled to over 60 countries. 60.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
I don't have a new tape.
So even in that bio, I just learned some new stuff about you, Chiffon, because we know you as our favorite nurse from Parkland who comes and takes care of us and makes sure we're doing well. And so Chiffon is just going to talk to us a little bit this morning about, I asked her to come and just share about this Delta variant, because there's so much information out there about, you know, COVID and this Delta variant. So what I wanted her to come talk to us about in layman's terms, what the difference is with this Delta variant, why it's of concern, and really how we can protect ourselves, whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated. What are the best things that we can do to protect ourselves and stay healthy? So Chiffon, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. Glad to see you all.
Hi.
So I know you guys are pretty concerned about the Delta variant. I mean, we all are, because basically, you know, the original virus, the original COVID was, we believe, like one strain. And after it started jumping, you know, from millions of people, like all viruses, it's eventually going to start mutating. And when it mutates, it's so that it can survive. So, you know, that's the reason for the mutation. That's, you know, a virus has to live in a host, which is the body. And so, and if it can't survive, it has to change itself in order to continue on. And so, and all viruses will eventually do that sort of thing. You know, like HIV AIDS is considered a virus. It's been around for many, many years, and there's many different variations of it now, and they have different medicines to match those variations. So the Delta, you know, the Delta came, they first found it in India and I believe the UK or Britain somewhere, I think. So, and now it's the #1 variant in the United States. So they know there's at least 13 or more variants out there. You know, it's just, you know, the one that's jumping the most at the moment appears to be the Delta, and then down in South America, it's the Lambda. So, you know, they are saying that, I know you guys have asked me a lot of questions about, you know, the transmission rate, you know, the COVID, remember we masking and everything, if you talk, touch, things like that, you can transmit. And the Delta variant, a couple things that are a little bit different about it are it does incubate in a shorter period of time than the original COVID. The original COVID took about 6 days to incubate. You know, remember they used to say, you know, between 7 and 14 days, you start seeing infections. You start seeing the symptoms. So it's related to that. So the Delta one, it appears that if you get it, you're going to get those symptoms faster. So you might be exposed today, and within 4 days, 5 days max, you might already be getting sick. And, you know, when you start having all the symptoms, you're really infectious, because now you've got stuff you can spray everywhere. You're still infectious when you're infected, but not as much, if that makes sense. So the Delta, you know, of course, you know, our vaccines that are out there, you know, we're hoping that everybody would get vaccinated, and especially children eventually when they give approval. But it's the one thing about the vaccines is you know, it does help fight the Delta variant as well as some of the other variants. So if you get vaccinated, fully vaccinated, what that means is like if you're on the 2-shot, like Pfizer's 2-shot, you know, and you get both shots, okay, then you're going to get over 95% immunity. So to the original COVID, but it is working on some of these variants. So if you do get it, you know, you're much less likely to get really, really, really sick. You know what I mean? So the folks that are getting really, really, really sick are the younger people right now, because there's so many of them that are not vaccinated. So they're basically getting hit like with the fresh virus. They're getting hit with the virus. So, you know, that's kind of the lowdown on that. You know, we do know, or at least there's been studies that have said that if you're fully vaccinated, you know, you're 3 times less likely to get the virus than unvaccinated. So it's a big deal, actually. I know you guys have questions. You know, we think that 70% of the United States adults are mostly have had at least one vaccine. We know that. But, you know, the variant, I mean, it's just inevitable. The variant is coming, and, you know, and our bodies are going to do our best to fight it. It's just that we know if you've been vaccinated, you're much less likely to get super sick. You know, and you know, if you are vaccinated, yes, you can still catch it. Just like with the flu, you know, when we get the flu shot every year, you know, you can still get the flu if you get a different strain of it that's not in that little mix, because, you know, every year, you know, the mix is different. And like they might have 3 strains in that little mix. But if there's a 4th strain out there that comes, you can still get sick. You just won't get as sick. So it's kind of that similar thinking. Does that make sense?
I have a question.
So, what questions do you guys kind of have? I mean, it was just kind of a.
I have a question.
Okay.
My question is, I'm gonna lose it.
There's a lot of background noise. I'm hearing.
If you can mute
a lot of background.
Yeah, your phones.
Yeah. If people could mute themselves except when you're speaking, that would be helpful.
Yeah. My question is, it's been being said that even though you have had the vaccine, that we have this thing where people who have been vaccinated are getting some type of symptoms from the virus. And it's also been said that there possibly may be a 3rd shot to keep all this from happening.
Say that one more time, that last part. They're trying to keep what?
It's been said that there is a possibility that there's a 3rd shot going to come out to help the other 2 because of this outbreak of people who have been vaccinated getting the virus.
Right. They are actually, you know, they're looking into that. There's some studies going on right now about that to see would that be effective or not, you know? So, you know, whether you want to call it a booster or whatever, you know, they're throwing it around. They really are. They're seriously looking at it. Whether or not it's the best thing to do, you know, especially if you've already been vaccinated, you know, because you've already got some immunity already. You know, will that booster really give you extra antibodies, or, you know what I mean, over and above? Because there's so many variants out there right now. It's not just one, you know, there's lots of them, you know, there's at least 13 or more that they know of. Wow. So, you don't want to get a booster for every variant. That would be, you know.
So you would have to have different types of boosters.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So unless they can do it where there's a mix that has some of the different variants all in that one shot. There again, it's hard to say, you know, but I know they're seriously looking at it, and you know, that's going to come out of the CDC and the FDA and the World Health Organization, you know, of all those folks.
My last question, and then somebody else can ask something. On the news the other day, I heard about a variant that it starts with the letter L.
The lambda?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's in the United States too.
It is. Some of it.
A million other ones.
Yeah, it is. It's actually worse in South America. You know, down like in Brazil and Argentina and stuff, they're actually being slammed with that one. That's the majority from them. Yeah. So it's like the Delta's the big one here, Lambda's the big one in South America, but yeah, the variants are already jumping all over the world. You know, people move, airplanes, whatever. It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
Is that what's happening on these airplanes? Is it the coronavirus? Is it the pandemic or combination of?
You know, I mean, people travel, and there are people that, even though they may test negative, maybe they've been exposed and it hasn't, you know, they don't know. But there's a lot of traveling.
Hey!
So.
All right, get going.
Who is that?
I hear somebody in the background yelling.
Thank you.
Sure.
Chiffon, go ahead, Melissa.
Okay. When is the best time to go ahead and get your flu shot? Because you're already having this vaccine that's in your system. So, and with flu season it's just around the corner.
Initially, when we were given the vaccines initially, you weren't allowed to have another vaccine shot within 14 days. So, and then they determined that it was okay. They were just worried that your body would get, you know, the antibodies from 2 different vaccines at once would overwhelm you, you know, but they stopped that. Now they're saying it's okay as long as you're not sick when you actually take the vaccines, either one of them. You know, if you got symptoms of anything, of fever, coughs, anything like that, you can't have any of the vaccine at that moment. So you do need to be healthy when you get your vaccine, but they took away that 14-day rule. So you could, if you had the vaccine today, next week you can have the flu shot.
Okay.
In October is still the best time to get it?
Well, you know, here they usually start them in October generally, because that flu season starts picking up later on, late October, November. I do know that some places you can start in September, which I think is fine if you have access to it. You know, the flu vaccine, the immunity from it though really only lasts about 2 months, 3 months at the most. So if you get it in September and, you know, we get slammed with flu in November, December, then you may be a little less susceptible or more susceptible with it if it's worn off. So.
Thank you.
Chiffon, there's a question in the chat that says, what are the symptoms and how long does the incubation last?
For the current vaccine, well, the Delta and the COVID, the regular COVID, the incubation was about 6 days. So the Delta it appears that it's about 4 days, which means if you get exposed, you're probably going to get sick in quicker time than the other one. So the symptoms of them really are both the same. You can get the same symptoms from either one, but with the Delta, what they are noticing is more runny nose and less likely to have a fever or a cough. More like the body aches, the headache, and a runny nose. So, you know, runny nose, it just won't stop. We are seeing that a lot with the Delta. That we didn't see so much in the COVID, regular COVID.
So can I ask a question?
Sure.
With the Delta, since it's so contagious, we still have to follow the same CDC guidelines as far as wearing your mask. I guess I'm pretty sure avoiding parties,
Yeah.
even birthday parties, because those used to be the super spreaders.
Mhm.
And is it worse now with the Delta, the super spreaders, or is it just everywhere?
Well, the risk of spreading is always high when you're in groups of people. I mean, if you're all vaccinated when you're together, there's less likely there's going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's still the same thing. We still have to mask up and all that, and try to stay 6 feet apart, and that kind of thing. Wipe everything, wash your hands constantly. Anything you touch, including your car. Remember, if you've been somewhere. Of course, I make home visits, so I take wipes in my car, so because I have to touch my keys after I came out of a person's house. So remember, you can carry it on your keys and lay your keys down somewhere, right? So things like that. But yeah, it's still the same thing. You're gonna have to mask. They haven't really said. I know here, of course, we're not doing face-to-face meetings now. Everything's back to virtual, and
Yeah.
we're still having to be very careful. And if the employees get together, we still even have to preferably try to stay 6 feet apart, even though we're eating in the same break room. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's kind of still the same thing.
I have a question.
Okay.
You said that the duration for the flu virus is only 3 months?
Yeah, when you get the flu shot, that immunity lasts about 2 or 3 months. Because the antibodies, they know the antibodies will be high for a while, and then they go down. So same thing with all the vaccines. At some point, your antibodies are going to go back down again. So, and with the flu, it's typically around 2 or 3 months. So that's why they usually start giving it.
Yeah.
October to get you through December, because the holidays and all that business, so.
So Chiffon,
Thank
for
you.
someone who is reluctant to be vaccinated, and then to hear like, oh, there's all these variants, you can still get it even if you're vaccinated. Like what would be your advice, or why would you tell them to get a vaccine if you can still get it? And then there's, I think you said like 13, at least that we know of, variants out there.
Right. We know, what I tell folks is, you should still get vaccinated, because either way, the vaccine is going to help against these variants. And if you do get sick, you shouldn't get as severely sick or end up in the hospital on a ventilator. So, and I have folks that say they're worried about long-term things or whatever. And my comment is, you're less likely to die from that shot than you are from COVID. That's the bottom line, so it's better to get it. And because then if you do get sick, you should get much less of the illness if you do get it, no matter what the variant is, and they're going to continue to work on, future vaccines to deal with these variants, but the vaccines do show that they are helping against some of these variants, because we've had plenty of folks that have had the Delta, and they have not gotten as sick, even though they got the Delta, because they were vaccinated. Now, if they are not vaccinated, then you know what? Everything's up for grabs. If you're not vaccinated and you get it, you could very well end up on that ventilator, because they still work the same. It goes after your lungs. And what kills people is it's usually in their lungs. So that's what happens. And so, and there's a lot of, and right now, most of the folks that are very sick are the unvaccinated younger people. That's who's in the hospitals. So now, does that mean they're all going to pass away from it? No, but they're younger. That's one thing on their side. They're younger. They'll have stronger immune systems than our older adults and the very young. But who still wants to take that chance? you know,
Mhm.
you know, right? Who wants to take the chance, you know, get the shot. You're less likely to die from that shot than you are from that COVID. You know, and to give you an example, I actually had this conversation yesterday with my niece. My niece is almost 30 years old, and her husband have the thought pattern that, well, I don't want to take it because it's, you know, what if there's long-term side effects? And I said, well, if you get COVID and you die, what side effects are you going to have then? I said, and really the bottom line is we don't know everything. We can't possibly know everything, you know, but it's the best we got, you know. And she had 2 little children. And so, you know, and I just said, you know, it's you're kind of taking a lot of chances, and you're a mom. So, you know, just because you may or may not get it, the chance here's the other thing is the opportunity to come in contact with that virus is pretty darn likely for every single one of us. You're gonna meet the virus somewhere. We all are. You're gonna meet it somewhere, whether it's at Walmart, whether it's on your keys, whether it's at the doctor's office, whether it's at the grocery store. You're gonna meet it. You're gonna meet it. You know.
Yes.
It's inevitable. It's just inevitable. So you just don't want to be the one that's on the other end that ends up on the ventilator. You know. So anyway, long story short, she decided to take the shot finally. short of shaming her into it. No, I'm kidding. But
well, thank you so much, Chiffon. Do you all have any other questions? If you're on the phone and you have a question, you may be muted. So you would need to press *6 to unmute your line if you have a question for Chiffon.
So just tell all your friends, get the shot, get the shot, get the shot. Because you know what? We're pretty overloaded over here at Parkland. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. We have over 115 patients in the house right now that have COVID in the hospital, and they're overflowing over there. And you know, the bad thing is that when all the COVIDs come in, the people that, you know, if you have a heart attack or stroke, you need to go to the emergency room too. And now all the beds are getting clogged up, you know, with all the COVIDs in there. So, you know, and that's another thing with these younger people, you know, they're clogging up all the emergency rooms. So, and if you have a stroke, you need to get in there too.
Yes.
So
I have a question. Are you hearing me?
Yep, go ahead.
My name is Betty, and I had been taking the flu shot like August, September. Are you saying that's too early?
I would say August is a little on the early side. I would say, you know, maybe I would say probably later in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in September, maybe
carry it through Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Carry it through Thanksgiving and then Christmas, to where you're going to be around more people.
Okay, because I had heard that before. So, okay. Thank you so much. Hi, everybody.
I have a question. I would like to ask.
Okay.
What percentage does zinc help with the body immune system?
Well, you know, zinc, of course, zinc is not approved by the FDA as anything, you know, vitamins are not studied and approved by the FDA. So, you know, there's no way to know exactly to what percentage, how it would really help the body, because there's no real studies out there and by the FDA. So I know that people take it. I know people swear by it. Some people say that they never get colds when they take it. You know, I mean, as long as it's okay with your doctor and it doesn't mix with another medicine that could cause a problem, you know. You know.
Well, I'd like to say thank you. Very enlightening. Gained a lot of new information on how long it lasts and how easy it is to get infected. So very enlightening indeed. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Yeah.
Miss Mary Ann Johnson, I see your hand is raised. Do you have a question?
Yeah, sweetie, I got in on the tail end. When I was listening, I think you were talking about the flu shot. But I was wondering about the vaccination, the vaccine. I've had both the vaccination and the booster, and I took that back in January. So am I still covered, or do I need to?
Well, no, you took the COVID vaccine, the 2 shots?
Yeah, the Pfizer.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I'm glad you did that. So, yeah, you've got immunity. You do. If you took the Pfizer, you got 95% immunity. So it doesn't mean that the Delta variant can't, get you, get on you, but you're much less likely to get very sick. So
yeah, so I don't have to go back, don't have to redo that.
No, other than your regular flu shot, nothing until, yeah, you're okay.
Okay, thank you.
Stefan, I had a question.
Sure.
You mentioned earlier about surface contamination, but I thought that they talked in April about that being considered to be very low, to be contracting from surface.
Yeah, as long as, if the surface is dry and whatnot, it's pretty low. But, I mean, if you're like my keys are in my hand right after I left the patient's house, so I could have something on my hand and I've touched it on my keys within that first few minutes or so. I think it could still be, something on there. So it's still good to just wipe things down regularly, So, but I mean, like if somebody freshly sneezed on the surface, that's completely active. You know what I mean? So, but it is less likely if the surface is dry. But anytime you think you've been touching anything that anybody else may have touched, you should still wipe down.
All right. Well, Stefan, thank you so much for coming on and sharing that information. It's very helpful. As always, we appreciate you so much. Thanks for always taking care of us.
You bet. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
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 Have a great weekend.
You too.
All righty. There's someone on, and I'm not familiar with this number. So if it's you, when I say this phone number, just let us know so we can make sure you get credit for being here. But there's a 214-281-9139 number. If that's
Teresa Webb.
Okay, Ms. Webb, got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Webb, we were putting that number in and nothing was coming up. It was like, what is this?
So now we're going to go into breakout rooms. So there's 2 questions on the screen. 1, have you ever met a celebrity? If so, who? And then the second question is, who do people tell you that you look like? So don't answer that question right now. We're going to put everybody in breakout rooms. So we're going to split people up. And those are the 2 questions that we're going to talk about in the breakout rooms. Okay. So the first one is, have you ever met a celebrity? If so, who was it? And then the second question is, who do people tell you that you look like? Okay. All right. Melissa, do you want to put them in breakout rooms? Because mine is not working. Okay.
I'm just going to go down the list. And if you don't go into a breakout room, just stay there. Most likely you're on the phone, so I'm not sure if it's going to stay in the just let me know.
Ms. Greger, I see your hand is raised. You're muted, so unmute yourself so we can hear you. Ms. Greger? You're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to make a comment that this transmission is really bad. It keeps breaking up and you're missing that people are trying to say. It's just a bad transmission today.
I'm not sure. It may be, I don't know if it's on our end or on your end. Is anybody else having issues hearing or hearing what's?
No.
No.
Yes, I
Miss Greger, sometimes it could be your internet connection could drop. Because when I'm at home, it happens to me.
Okay.
It may be easier
All
for
right.
you, Ms. Greger, to dial in. If you want to call the number and call in, it may work better that way so you can hear
Okay.
without the interruptions.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Open the rooms up. And then once you see it on your screen, it will say you joined the room. Just go ahead and click that and join the room. So we're gonna give you about 6 minutes to be in your break room.
Okay, Melissa, will you put me in?
I put everybody in.
I don't know which one.
It's gonna come up in just a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Betty. Are you hearing me?
Take back in.
Oh, we got kicked out of our room. Miss Williams, are
Yeah.
you still there? What were you saying?
I'm just saying, I worked at the American Airlines Center and Reunion Arena, so I met a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
Sheriff, the Dallas Cowboy, the Mavericks, and the sports players. So,
What did she do?
Well, that was fun to get to hear some of y'all celebrity encounters and lookalikes.
We'll definitely do this more often. Seems like everybody liked it.
Yeah, next time maybe we'll spend some more time in breakout rooms. Would y'all like that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you to Constance for coming up with our breakout room topics.
Thank you.
She always comes up with
Welcome.
All right. So for August birthdays.
All right, we had some birthdays this month. Miss Dorothy Farley just celebrated. Happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, Dorothy.
Thank you.
Birthday.
Thank you.
And then Miss Avis Smith shares a birthday with me. I'll also be celebrating on August 25th. But Miss Smith, are you on the line?
Happy
birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
It's a milestone birthday for me, y'all. I will be turning the big 40.
Really?
Really?
Life begins at 40.
What'd you say, Miss Brashear?
Life begins at 40.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
right.
know about that.
Wait a minute.
I had a milestone birthday this year also. Mine
She
was
sure
80.
did.
I turned 80 this year, so I'm twice.
Twice
I
the
love
wisdom,
that.
twice the beauty, all of that,
Yeah.
twice everything.
Wow.
Now, who was
Happy
that?
birthday, Dorothy.
Miss Farley.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
For anniversaries.
So we're wishing some anniversaries to some companions this year. Miss Ards and Miss Bell reached 12 years with the program.
Congratulations.
Happy anniversary. 7 years for Miss Hamlet, Miss McAfee, Miss Perkins, Miss Pipkins, and Miss Rhodes. And I just have to say that group of ladies were the first class that I trained when I came to the senior companion program. So happy anniversary, ladies.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then 5 years, Miss Gibson, Miss Goff, Miss May Jackson, Miss Robertson, and Miss Willie Williams. Happy anniversary to you all.
Happy anniversary, guys.
Yes.
Happy anniversary.
Thank y'all so much for, sticking it out with us and continuing to serve the community. We really appreciate you all. Melissa, you want to take Meals on Wheels?
Yes, ma'am. So did everybody get your flyer? Your newsletter? Most of y'all should have received your newsletter by now.
Yes.
I haven't. I got mine yesterday.
You've been
Mine.
So
I got to go to
are
the
doing,
mailbox.
we're working on a collaboration with the Visiting Nurses Association to do help out with their Meals on Wheels. They make almost over 5,000 meals, ladies, every day. And they need help really, distributing those meals. And we just want to do
go to the, they give them free. I'm going to tell Josephine.
They really need distributing.
Give an
The way it
example.
works is that you are actually given, so you get to stay in your geographic area. So you don't have to worry about going really far or anything like that. It stays within your geographic area. You get to pick your days you want. You pick the days that you want, the how many times you want to do it. If you want to do it every day, you want to just do it once a month, whatever, you choose to do that. And you choose your route. So you could actually look at your route and say, yeah, I kind of like that route. That's kind of easy. It's, 17 people, but it's only 2 locations, so it's pretty easy. So it's very easy to do. You go to one site, pick up the meals, and then you just go on your way, and that's pretty much it. And so we're working with them to get some training sessions on. We're going to do it online. So the sessions will be there. Those that are on phone will do something we can do for in person with those that don't have. But we just want them to see, if you're interested, please call me and let me know so we can kind of get an idea of who's interested. Now you've got to remember, September, we are ending our temporary allowance. So this is one other way you can get your hours in. This is an approved way to get your hours in if you don't have a client or you're not meeting your client yet. So this is another way to get hours. Just want to give you that little tidbit there. So again, we're working with them to get this collaboration going. Does anybody have any questions about it? It's pretty straightforward. You just pick up the meals, drop them off, and that is it.
Do they bring them to you?
Everybody's different because we will find a location that's close to you because there's different sites throughout Dallas, so or Dallas County. So we will find the site that's closest to you.
Okay.
And it can be
Plano too, for Collin County too?
We don't do Collin County. They don't do that. They only do Dallas County. So we have to come in closer into Dallas. But we'll find something close to you, Ms. Brooks. I know where you live, so we can see.
But they do have Meals on Wheels here.
Right, and we can see about if we can talk to their counterpart and maybe work with them.
We'll I would do this one. I definitely would do the building, but I can't drive to different locations.
Yeah, we can definitely see. We can, figure out what we can do there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very easy. Again, September. Temporary allowance is no longer going to be there. So again, this is just another ways to subsidize some hours, and you don't have a client yet, or you're not meeting yet.
Ms. Kelly, I see your hand raised, Ms. Kelly.
How do y'all deliver meals in Irving?
Yes, so this partnership is with V&A Meals on Wheels, and they cover all of Dallas County, which would include Irving. So yes.
Okay, and you got to get in touch with Melissa to get on the list.
Correct. Yes. So what we're trying to do, as Melissa said, is give everybody an opportunity to serve, whether it's in home, making phone calls, and here's another opportunity to deliver meals, because as of September 30th, that temporary allowance that we've been able to pay you all goes away. So you will need to be earning some type of hours in order to continue receiving a stipend. So this is a way for you all to earn some hours to continue receiving that stipend pay. So if you're interested, yes, contact Melissa. She will put you all on a list. She'll put your name on a list, and then we will have a training with Meals on Wheels to get you all set up. And at that point, that's where we can kind of talk in more detail about pickup locations, routes, and all of that information. So right now, we just need to know who's interested in participating.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
Go ahead, Ms. Hunter.
I'm trying to find out what's Melissa's phone number.
214-525-6167.
214-525-6127.
6167.
Oh, 6167. Let me repeat it again.
The numbers are on your newsletters. So you'll have all our information on the newsletter. Yeah.
6127.
Now, let me say this. I will be taking the later on today, I'll be taking half a day. So if you call me, I won't be answering the phone. So just want to give you that little heads up.
So leave it on her voicemail. You can
leave my
voicemail.
Yeah, leave me a message.
A text, email. Can we send you an email?
Yeah, you can send me an email as well.
Put it in chat.
The last four numbers are 6127.
6167. Ms. Hunter, look at your newsletter. It's written on your newsletter, but the last four are 6167.
Okay, I haven't picked up my mail a couple of days. Okay, thank you, hon.
You're welcome.
And I want to I want to thank Constance for sending me that card about my son. And he's doing better. He's up walking. But I have a niece that came up with a brain tumor, so y'all put her on your list. Her name is Jessica Donaldson, 24 years old. But
Yeah,
put her on your prayer
we're
list.
praying for her.
Yeah, my prayer.
Yes, yes. Just got almost 1 year old, house, everything. She needs prayer. Thank you.
God, there's nothing too hard for God. We're going to put her on the prayer list and we'll think about her. We'll pray because ain't nothing too hard for God.
Amen.
I'm a firm believer in that.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, don't turn it over to Constance.
Amen.
Okay. All right. This is he's gonna open it.
In your plan.
Okay, guys, we just want to reiterate about reading your newsletter. As Melissa mentioned, you know, you guys, we give you credit for reading the newsletter, so you give 1 hour for
That last one was pretty long.
What'd you say, Ms. Sandra?
I said that last letter was really long. But it was informative. It was good.
Okay. All right. Well, so there was a lot of good information in there, right?
Oh yeah.
It was. It really was.
Okay. So on the one that you guys that Melissa's talking about, your recent newsletters, is giving you senior companion important notices about telling you about time change, telling you about bi-monthly in-services and the dates that they're held, and once again reminding you guys that temporary allowance ends September 2021. So please take advantage of this Meals on Wheels opportunity. We're so excited for this, to have this opportunity. So let's jump on board.
We're getting one in August and September, but none after this.
I can't hear you. You will, it'll be the end of September. Is that right, ladies?
Yes, so you will get your August and September. But after that, it will be based on your hours.
So you will get a stipend for August and September?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, but nothing after then unless you follow up on something else. Okay.
Yes. You'll still send in your timesheets for in-service and any other services that you're participating in.
And they're due by the 5th.
This is so cute. I need to go.
Okay, so the second page of the newsletter is the SCP training corner. It reminds you about in-service and the dates, the times of in-service. Links listed there for you to if you lost the link that Melissa sent via email, text, it'll be in the newsletter. All the information in the newsletter. The get to know a senior companion. I hope you guys are enjoying this segment. I enjoy doing it with volunteers in every newsletter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I call you guys, I just randomly call from the birthday list and get your information.
Oh Lord.
The newsletter. So hope you guys are enjoying that. And
Yes. I'm doing.
The Sunshine Committee has a page as well that they can submit information for you guys to review. Let's see. Next, we got Melissa. She always finds great information to share with you guys about things that are happening in the community. This information is about CDC mask guidelines, lots of good information there. And how seniors can maintain their nutrition and physical wellness with Miss Eva. Are you? Is this going to be the first time this starts, or this has been going on monthly?
She's doing the one, she does the exercises in the morning when that we have it on our Facebook, and she's actually going to be talking to us on the 26th. So that's why our in-service is a little bit late, because she does have a class. So, but she's going to be coming in and help teaching us, doing a presentation on our next in-service.
So looking forward to seeing her. August 26th. So if you have any questions about something that we put in the newsletter, like concerning Miss Ava and any questions for her, you would have to contact her directly because any information that we share with you guys, usually you'll have to follow up with that particular organization or person for questions. Okay. Let's see. Helping North Texans Age with Dignity since 1934, Visiting Nurse Association. Melissa's already talked to you about this. How to apply will be by contacting Melissa. Okay, this ride at 50 plus. So this is some good information for people who need rides, another ride alternative. You can check into this. I was looking at it yesterday. They have an online booking platform where you can go online and book your ride, or you can call. They have a phone number that you can call as well. Ride. Let's see. V&A on Wheels, More Than a Meal. Okay, the senior sources started their computer classes back up. So if you're interested in taking a computer class, you can contact us here. Our EFSC department is over that. Okay, has anybody did the senior fit participants need? Am I done this?
No.
I'm just curious to know if anybody does, let us know. We want to know what you think about it.
Says you got to walk a quarter of a mile.
I can't walk 10 steps.
Y'all, that is from my partners at UTA. So if you are someone that's fit and likes to get out and walk and are willing to participate in this study, please reach out. They are looking for more people to participate. So if you are active and want to be a part of that study, please reach out to them. They will be very happy if you did.
Rose Martin.
You got to walk a quarter of a mile.
Well, Miss Kelly, just call them up and see. That may be negotiable.
Oh.
Check with them. You may be able to negotiate a little bit in that area. Okay, all right. So COVID-19 risk levels, more information.
It's still high.
Yeah, Dallas is in the red. And then we have our historical facts. Melissa always puts a good tidbit fact in there for you guys to read. And then Melissa has a lot of puzzles and brain teasers to keep your brain sharp. Mm-hmm. And she'll give the answers in the next. All right.
Thanks, Constance. So the next couple of things on the agenda, Senior Planet is a partnership that the Senior Source is entering into with this organization. They provide technology training and classes. From how to Google, how to protect yourself online and prevent identity theft, how to use Facebook, Instagram, and all these social media platforms, how to use your phone or how to use technology or your computer to buy groceries. Like, there's a ton of different classes that they offer. And so the Senior Source is partnering with them to provide some classes. The contract is still being signed, but I wanted to definitely let you all know that some of these opportunities will be coming up. And As soon as we have a flyer with the list of the classes that are available, I think we'll be doing them twice a month here at the agency.
Okay.
We definitely want you all to sign up and participate. I'm just telling you all this as a little teaser, so you all can be on the lookout for it, but please definitely sign up. If there's something that you've been wanting to learn how to do on a computer or your phone, I'm sure they've got a class, and we want to make sure that you all are represented and get the information that you need, okay? So be on the lookout for the list of classes that will be available.
Good.
Ms. Haynes has her hand up.
Go ahead, Ms. Haynes.
Melanie, in the newsletter, this class about the Genius Scan app. What is this class?
So she was going to be here today and had to cancel, so she will come in September. So September 9th, we'll talk about Genius Scan.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All righty. And then we were just talking about the Senior Fit program that Ms. Kelly was saying. You got to walk a quarter of a mile. But if you're able to walk a quarter of a mile, 65 years or over, have a smartphone and Wi-Fi access, and meet the annual household income, they want to talk to you. So again, I think Constance is right, Ms. Kelly. If you meet all the other stuff, but maybe that quarter of a mile is a bit much, I would say still call, because they are definitely looking for participants. And so there may be some room to be flexible on that a quarter of a mile. Not sure, but definitely give them a call and get active before the end of the year if you haven't been, because I need to join too. I just don't meet the other qualifications. But I need to join too, so I haven't been that active. And then we've got bingo on August 19th. I know the last time we met, there were some folks who said they didn't have bingo cards. We're working on getting those out to you all. I think this week we'll probably get some new ones and make copies and mail them out with your next newsletter so that you all can participate in bingo. But the next game is on August 19th at 2:30, I believe. Is that right? 3:30. 3:30. Yes.
Are they still giving prizes, or is just the game?
Yes, and Ms. Farley, I have your prize. I need to bring it to you.
Oh, I was just wondering about that, because it could be just for the game, and that's one. Okay.
No, there are prizes, and I had forgotten yours was in my desk at the office, which I hadn't been in that often, but I have it, and
you're going to add to it, right?
Sure. Since you put me on the spot.
Thank you, Melanie.
You're welcome.
Melanie.
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Haynes.
The last bingo, I know it's 2 blackout and 1 single. I won the single. Do you get anything for that?
You do, and I think we've been waiting for to get those prizes from Dallas County, and I think we just heard from them that this week
No, he actually will probably stop by later on today.
Okay.
And so we should have him hopefully by, I don't know what time today, so definitely hopefully by tomorrow we'll have him.
So we'll work on getting that to you, Ms. Haynes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then right now, you all many of you may not remember, but before the pandemic, it seems like that was so long ago, but we had the partnership with the Dallas Audiology Society, where they provided hearing screenings and tests, and some folks were able to receive hearing aids as a result of that partnership. Well, we are looking to have another clinic, a hearing clinic, on Friday, October 15th. So again, this is just a heads up. Don't have a whole lot of details at this point, but wanted to just put that out there that we are, hoping to be able to have that partnership again this year, and really excited about working with them again.
Where do you have to go to get the test?
It would be here at our office, Ms. Goodwin.
Is it open to anyone?
No, this would just be open to our foster grandparent and senior companion programs.
Okay. So if they're not a client, then they can't come.
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Not to this clinic. They may do some other clinics in the community. So what we could do is find out about those and share that information with you, because this one will be just for senior companion and foster grandparent program participants.
Am I on?
Yes.
Am I on?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I had the hearing test the last time, and they did supply me with hearing aids, so it's not. It's good, but then I have a problem with the hearing aids. So the question that I have is this the only type? Maybe I should ask them that they supply. I can't ever get these at the right volume, so I'm having an appointment with the doctor.
Well, you can go ahead.
1 second.
So I don't know whether I'm doing it right when I take them off or what, but I did get the hearing aid.
Ms. Hunter, do you have any of the paperwork that they provided when they gave you the hearing aids?
Oh, no, but that shouldn't be hard because I'm going to that doctor this month.
Okay, because I would encourage you to either, if you have any of their phone numbers or your audiologist or doctor's number, I would talk with them about it, because I don't want to tell you something wrong about the hearing aid. But if you have any of their contact information, then I would encourage you to start there. And we can see on our end too if there's someone that they could recommend as well.
Okay, I will. I'm going out there this month, so I will ask them.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And the last thing is just remember that we did send y'all program calendars. So it does tell you when the newsletters go out, and when in-services are and when paydays are. So again, if you have any questions, these are the dates that are on there. So just want to make sure y'all remember. We sent that several months ago, so you should have that stack of newsletters. Is there any questions for anybody?
Yes, Melissa, I haven't received my timesheet. Willie
I
Williams.
put all the timesheets inside your newsletter. Everybody should have got an August timesheet. So you might want to look inside your newsletter again, because it was with you. Have you looked at your newsletter?
Yes, for August.
It was
yes.
Yeah,
for August, but it's nothing in there. No timesheets in there.
Yeah, it should have been. I think it was July and August you wanted.
No, I didn't get one in mine either.
I only got one sheet, and I should have two.
Okay, well, leave me
We already got those sheets. We should already have them. I have mine.
Me too.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have mine also.
I sure do.
Yeah.
Those of you who didn't get it, just give Melissa a call this afternoon. Remember, she's going to be out this afternoon, so just leave it on her voicemail, okay? If you didn't get it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I did, before we go, y'all asked about Miles, and I think I told a couple of y'all, I had a video I was going to show y'all or share, just a snippet of it.
Miss Williams.
Oh, Miss Williams, your hand is raised. Go ahead, Miss Williams. Miss Ruby Williams.
You're muted.
Miss Williams.
Oh, I was just saying, can you hear me?
Yes, we can now.
I was just saying my dance class is getting ready to start. So I was going to jump off, but you mentioned Miles. I got to see Miles.
Okay, let me share the video real quick. So Miles, can y'all see that?
Yeah, oh, he's singing.
Yes.
Yes, his new favorite song is Oh wait, I don't think hold on, y'all. I don't think I shared the audio. Let's see. Okay.
Just stop playing with the tablet.
Oh, gee.
That's so cute.
That's cute.
So that's how Miles is doing, y'all.
You're
That
gonna have
is
to
so
celebrate.
sweet.
Heard it through the grapevine. Oh, that's precious.
Thank you. All right. Well, were there any final questions?
I'd like to ask about the Meals on Wheels. Are you partnered up with someone or are you out there alone?
You will be delivering on your own.
Maxine, maybe you could just deliver in that building.
That's what I'm thinking. I hope hopefully in this neighborhood, I hope it'd be just in this building, but if not far from here.
Right. I'm trying to do just the building too.
Yeah. Okay, that was my question. Thank you. And nice seeing everyone this week.
Yes,
Have
it
a
is.
wonderful and cool weekend if that's possible.
Not in Texas.
Same to you all. Thank you all for joining this morning. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll see you all on the 26th, okay?
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank
See
you.
you then.
Take care.
Y'all have a good
Bye, everybody.